Alright, stream is started.
Okay.
Hello everyone. Well, hello all my ETs. My name is Alien U, and today we are going to do a little Call of Duty Ghosts Snipers
Challenge.
Challenge, which is
We are allowed to
fairly
use our
new,
secondaries as well, so we're
Yes,
gonna
we
have
are.
like secondaries and
And of which-
tacticals and lethals.
because of that, go subscribe to my friend Jake Lava, aka
Hi, my name's Larry.
Dragonfly Master 1235. He's actually
One
pretty
three
cool.
two four.
1324, whatever. He's actually pretty. He's actually a pretty cool and funny dude. Go watch his live streams and subscribe to him. Also,
I have an idea.
To put down the big fat thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell notification. All right, we're good. Let's go.
Okay, so I think for my next perk, I need to get the extra attachment, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make suppressed weapons for mine. So if I save up 9 of my things, I think I should be okay. Should I use variable zoom or no? Because that's what I used last time. I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna use variable zoom because
I use variable
if I
zoom,
get I actually get 9 of the squad points, I could get that, the extra attachment, and then I could have one for my pistol, which could be dual wield, and I could also have a scope on my L15, L115. All right, let's find ourselves a team of TDM.
Yeah, to be honest, I can probably like imagine just like in the future, we both have like 6 million subscribers.
Maybe more.
Exactly. I just hope
You
that
never
happens
know.
one day. Hey guys, I just want to do a special thanks to all my 15 million subscribers. It's just like I'm 27 one day. It's just like I'd like to thank all the people on my channel that's been with me through the beginning of my career, since I only started out with 0 subscribers, when I started to go up and rise, and now when I had like 19, that was like where I actually started to get kind of popular. Kind of is a good word to use.
I agree. You don't start off very popular.
Yeah, it's not like what you think. It's not like the people that are just like that like instantly get popular. It's not like that. It's not like how Jake Paul thinks that he is, or is that Logan Paul that made the "It's Everyday Bro" song?
It's everybody.
Time to work, soldiers.
Exactly. Anyways, I'm gonna be like a regular camping sniper and use the castle as my little safe haven.
Hi, buddy. Did you get my message?
Yes.
What do you say?
All I saw was, "Hi, my name's Larry." I was like, oh wow.
Here, I'll put. Do you have motion sensors? I would use those for this map. I bet. Then I could put that behind us.
You are.
You should see me. I saw you. Oh, I see you again.
There you are. I see you again. I'm right here, right next to you.
Yeah, no, I see you. Trying to make sure we got a good amount.
Sliding to action in Call of Duty Ghosts. I totally did not steal that joke from Merc Music.
Nobody really steals a joke. We all just make it better.
We all use the joke.
Yeah, we all use one joke, like me. Hi, my name's Larry. I work for the cable company. That's been my joke for 3 years now.
Really?
Enemies are taking shots. I heard them. I don't know if you did.
We keep bumping into each other.
Get out of my. Oh God. Yep.
Oh, hello, Baron, and
Hi, dude.
hello, other person. Oh,
By the way, that was me. That was the first person that commented.
Yeah, I forgot. For me. Hello, Baron. For some reason, you're not popping up on my view count right now. I have no idea why.
Enemy is behind that wall. Be cautious.
We've lost the lead.
And okay then. Well, welcome, Baron. And yes, I do fear you.
The Red
Named
Baron?
After, yes, you're named after the great threat to the Triple Entente during World War I. The Red Baron.
The Red Baron. Oh my God, dude, that guy was God.
Until one day he was taken down. How did
For
How did
once.
he not die? Yeah. He was shot down and then he was never seen again.
He was never found again. Alive anyway.
Yeah. Well, you would be. If it was Star Wars, he would have been. Dumb.
He probably would have been dead.
No, if it was.
No, in Star Wars, if you
Wars.
get shot down, you're more than likely a chance of death.
Yes, I've always feared you. Baron, for some reason you're not popping up on my view count on my screen right now. No idea why.
No, trust me that. I also got a little bit of lag in the game.
I got a hit marker. I'm Spectre. I am God. Got a hit marker.
You're not God yet.
We're in the lead.
Wow, or like a big history guy or something. I am a huge history nerd.
I mean, I'm more of the war history nerd.
I am the same. I'm more of World War I history nerd because I don't know why. Just World War I always seems to fascinate me.
World War II was a fascinating time for me, even though World War I was a good one.
Yeah, but like this channel is mostly propagated for to talk about aliens. I tried to do that, but then I was like, screw it. I'll keep the name.
That's me on a daily basis.
I'll just do live streams.
I would say do like War Alien or something.
War.
I think that'd be a good name for you. War Alien, considering that you play a lot of Call of Duty with me.
I do play a lot of war-themed video games. Definitely.
For me too, I do play a lot of war-themed games.
You're definitely not a big, huge reading guy.
Frag out.
And how can you tell by that, Baron?
I'm a reading guy. Wait. Oh, not a very high reading guy, because I don't like reading, but there's some things that I will read. Things like the Titanic.
One handsome kitty. I like reading history
Actually,
books.
what's your favorite thing from history? Like, ever?
That would actually be hard. Because I'm interested in the wars and how, like, civilizations came and fell and stuff. And so on. It's just super hard for me to choose.
I mean, I think I already know my favorite part about history. What do you think mine is?
I have no war history.
No, mine's not war history, but you know, it doesn't really start war, but it did cost a lot of money to make this thing. Here, I'll give you a hint. The unsinkable ship.
Oh, the Titanic, of course. Oh, wow.
One of my favorite topics.
Well, now that I think about it, one of my favorite topics isn't just wars, but it's one single war. That one single war is called World War I, or the war to end all wars.
Oh, that's like Battlefield. That's like a Battlefield 1 quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in Battlefield 1, I think that's what that time was, because they had like that was.
Yeah, I agree. The crash of Roswell, New Mexico was pretty big on proving that aliens did exist. And proving for the fact that the military will do anything to cover up the existence of aliens. Of course,
AKA Area 51.
Yes. Of course, I get why they do it, because
they don't want people to know about this.
No, that's not it. In the 1930s, they did this, the war to end all wars. How did that...
It didn't end anything, is what it said.
It just started World War II via Hitler.
Hitler was in that.
Yes, he was.
Hitler wasn't even PO'd. It was just like,
first of all,
oh
Hitler
well, I don't
even
like
German.
Jews, so let's fix that.
Hitler was Austrian, so why was he in the German army in the first place?
My question as well.
Like, why would he join the? I mean,
the German army if he was Austrian.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Well, I think he was actually German. We just couldn't tell.
Nah, he was Austrian.
Huh.
I am triggered for the fact that I couldn't kill a dude.
Oh my god, they have all kinds of smoke grenades. I think I'm gonna need to use a thermal, which I do have unlocked.
Yeah, but
what do you think, dude?
Maybe. Yeah. So Hitler blamed the. I'm not a fan. Yeah, neither am I. But some people are for some reason. I have no idea why.
We're not gonna win this with what we're doing.
Yeah, we're not.
Like, I'm actually trying to snipe. The variable zoom would help me because then I could see in a further distance. Right now I'm using a default.
Why are you using a default scope? Get a variable zoom.
Well, because I have, you know, 2 different calibrations. I have the powerful shits and also a suppressor.
And now I'm in 3rd place.
Enemy SATCOM spotted.
Why? Why don't you hear the name Hitler anymore? I do not know. Well, the reason why.
Because the name Hitler is frowned upon.
Yeah, it is.
Considering that in several different point of views, he's either good or bad, but either way, he's mainly bad. He had no
For
such
example,
thing as a good idea.
For some reason, neo-Nazis exist. They're like people that
Got one.
believe that
Finally,
Hitler-
Jesus.
Like, for some reason, neo-Nazis exist.
Neo-Nazis? What's that?
They believe that Hitler was a good guy, and they're trying to rebuild the fascist empire.
So they're trying to rebuild Hitler's job
Yes.
of killing Jews? Well, that's comforting.
It's also the same with the people that he believed were the quote-unquote righteous people.
Dude, you're not righteous if you believe Hitler's work was a good thing.
Yeah.
Thanks for whoever assisted me down there.
Ah, there you go, finally. The view count has counted Baron as one of my viewers.
Hostile forces
Good
have
God, I'm
juggernaut armor.
mad.
Oh, great. We have a juggernaut now? Oh, that's horrifying.
We have to
No,
introduce
if I
the
had juggernaut, I'd try and get it, but I would have to use a lot of automatics.
You're wrecked.
Kill Juggernaut, that's the recon Juggernaut, that's not the actual Juggernaut himself. From what I remember, they get miniguns if they have the Juggernaut, so
Yeah,
keep
but
an eye
still,
out on that.
neo-Nazis don't and also neo-Nazis don't exist in France, I mean Germany, because anything that has to do with fascism is banned.
SATCOM
Fascism.
uplink enabled.
They
I
got
would
the
go
Juggernaut,
back in
didn't they?
time to kill Hitler, but I'm afraid I'd get lost in his big, beautiful black eyes.
Actually, no, he doesn't actually have black eyes.
He had brown. But for some reason, he had the quote-unquote perfect person be the exact opposite of him.
Yep.
As it was white skin, which was the only thing that he had with these people. I forgot what they were called. Yellow hair
Albino?
and blue eyes. No, there
That's
was, like,
mainly albinist.
That wasn't what it was called.
White-skinned
It was
people
called-
are
Next
Albin.
time.
Dude, trust me, I took freaking I took biology. It's albinism if they have white skin, like pure white skin.
No, it's not. It's crap. It's the entire combination of all those together. I just forgot what they were called. What he called them.
I don't know. Okay, let's not do this lobby. I'm gonna make a couple different sniper classes. I'm gonna make 2 other ones, which means that's all my classes. But I'm gonna use the same sniper on all of them. But I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
maybe-
some loud ones and some quiet ones. And I'll also
want
make
to
a
kind
thermal
of-
scoped one just for in case somebody decides to use a thermal, or you know what I mean, yeah, right?
There you go.
It's not because I'm raging. It's because there's a specific reason why you have a thermal scope.
Yes.
Usually
you
it's
go,
because
Baron.
then you could see through smoke. Know what I mean?
Yes. But like, yeah, still in Germany, fascism is banned, which is why in the German version of Call of Duty World War II, the swastika is actually replaced with the World War I Iron Cross.
Is that what they have it in World War II? In this one?
In Germany, yes, because swastika.
No, I mean in those maps. In those maps that have what's supposed to be the swastika.
Oh yes.
You know
why
what I
they
mean,
have it.
right? Yeah, that's okay.
It's the same thing for the German version of like Wolfenstein. They have
Wolfenstein. That's a good game, actually.
It is. It has
It's
the
really fun.
It has the Wolfenstein little thing instead of the swastika like it's supposed to have.
The Wolfenstein thing, you know what it is.
Yeah. But still though.
Well, I mean, in general, yeah, that's a smart way to go, so that we don't get sued by an entire country.
Well, that's not it. They just get really angry. In fact, if
Well,
a
yeah.
game company refuses to like change up the Nazi symbol, then the game would end up being banned. Like Manhunt.
Well, I could see why. Well, Manhunt it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a pretty gruesome game.
Actually, there's a book and a movie based off of something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I do not.
The most dangerous game.
Oh.
See, the entire movie was this guy. He's like a rich person or something like that.
Mhm.
He basically traps people and then uses them for sport, aka hunting.
What do you think happened on 9/11? Well, I watched an entire documentary based about it, and so what do I
I think
think
9/11
happened?
was just well, like in 9/11, somebody would have to. That's when security was like really bad, wasn't it? And
Well,
that's
that
why
was when
now,
they
like
were.
in airports, that yeah, I
Well,
know what it is, cause dude, I was born like
yeah, I know,
18
but
days before then.
the
I was
thing,
born 2002, 29th of September.
the thing was, in that on the day of 9/11, there was the terrorists. I saw this documentary. They might have had weapons, but they like packed like a whole bunch of crap over it and around it so that the metal detectors wouldn't be able to detect it.
Oh.
And so they would have snuck in the weapon. Even though they did a full search on it, still nothing. They still didn't get anything. So then
Well, I mean, there's
and because of
there's
this,
still quite a bit that's still unknown about that.
yeah, like they still don't know like which terrorist organization authorized it, you know.
Organization.
We don't know if it's ISIS. We don't know if it's ISIS, Al Qaeda, the other ones. Those are like the only two that I know. Aside from
There's you know what's weirder?
what?
There's actually there's an entire video on YouTube that actually has something that says that the weirdest predictions, one of them was for 9/11.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing one of that. Also, I remember
I haven't seen it.
I remember seeing part of the
It was
video.
like someone from like the what is it, the 1990s or something like that?
No, not the 1990s. It was that one famous fortune teller woman.
No, it was an old person. It was a black and white photo. I guess that's I don't know what that one was.
Like, well, the 1990s didn't have black and white. They actually had color. So if it was black and white, then it would be from the 1940s and before.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I see that.
Because in the 50s and the 60s, some photos actually had color in them. So we'll rule from the 50s over. We'll rule that time out. So it's from the 1940s and before.
I can see that.
If there was a little hint of brown, aka Sarpia, then John Calvin supposedly predicted it. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also remember, we're doing our sniper challenge still.
Yes, sniper only.
The
Yeah, that's what's
sniper
going
only
on,
challenge.
Brian. That's why we haven't changed our weapons or anything.
That's literally all my classes are now snipers. Same sniper in every one of them.
Oh.
But now I have my variable zoom for 2 of them, but I need to get more
But,
tints. I need to get more of them.
Still, as I was saying, like, who's watching this YouTube video, well, barely watched it, but I watched a part of it, and on the YouTube video, someone stated that the CIA actually did 9/11 to thin out.
That's what a lot of people say. They said that
Yeah.
the cause of it was like Kennedy or whoever was in charge at the time.
That they said it's a George Bush. Sometimes it's
Well,
a joke,
whoever it
and
was.
sometimes it's actually true. John F.
It
Kennedy
is true, because
was-
sometimes we have some bad presidents. John F.
Yeah.
Kennedy was assassinated before then,
Yeah,
isn't
John F. Kennedy's reign was
SATCOM ready.
presidency was from 1961, 1960.
Wasn't
Yeah,
he was assassinated during
And people
a different
think
time.
people think that it was by a Cuban assassin or a communist.
We
assassin
couldn't tell. They
because-
said that they found him in the theater.
They destroyed
Yeah,
your
because-
They said they found the guy with like a broken leg, wasn't it, in the theater?
Yes, I think so. But like, still though, they said that because at the time it was the Cold War, so they tried to like cause a panic. But all the person did was stir the entire world up to hate the communist countries.
Well, I mean, I hate a lot of different people. So,
And John F. Kennedy was was one of my favorite presidents.
We've lost the
well, I
lead.
mean, there are things that we're not proud of in some wars. See the guy?
And then his brother, Robert Kennedy, took over the
Enemy
reins
SATCOM spotted.
as the president of the United States of America from 1963 to 1964.
something. Wasn't it
Yeah,
because he almost was assassinated or something like that?
No, he was also assassinated, just like his older brother. But there was first a failed attempt and then an actual completed attempt.
That's right.
I like the fact
I
that
killed an enemy. Finally.
Wow, wow, much sniper. Such dead Call of Duty game.
No, this actually isn't dead yet, considering that people still play it.
A barely played game, because barely anyone plays. I don't get why people hate this game.
Right? Dude, there's literally some of my friends are like, why'd you buy this? This is like the worst game ever. I was like, well, then you just have a bad taste in games, because I remember this being freaking awesome when I played it on PS3.
I remember the affair. Remember
What was it?
JFK had an affair with his wife, with Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah. The most beautiful actress of her time.
She was an actress and she was also a model, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Because of the beauty. Wow, so many IEDs in the water.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad spot to put them.
Yeah, that is true, because you can't see them.
I was shot from behind. Well, yeah, you can't see them and they're in water, so no one's gonna be looking in the water for a freaking IED. You know how people are in their game. This game, they're cheeky, man. They'll find a way to put a bomb in there.
Cheeky breaky.
They're cheeky and they're freaky and they're stinky. Don't ask.
But the reason why JFK was my favorite president was because he basically saved saved the world from the Cold War in the 60s. Because we had a whole lot of horrible presidents after the beginning of the Cold War in 1945. We had a lot of bad presidents until here came up John F. Kennedy.
You know what, maybe one of the other presidents who lost the election put him up there as a hitman or something.
Maybe.
Because you gotta remember, it was an assassination attempt, so maybe it was somebody else putting the price on his head.
Which is the biggest...
It is a possibility.
It's also the biggest form for a political figure to get someone back without anyone knowing that it was them, or having the person that's currently in the lead of something, Reagan did end the Cold War. Ow, I got raped. Yeah, Reagan did end the war. That's not the important part. The important part is John F. Kennedy was a really good president during his time.
During his time being alive.
Yeah, which is sad.
Well, I mean, he was a good person, I can tell you that.
We're in the lead.
I can tell that he was a good person. I'm not saying that because, like, I'm not, like, Catholic. I'm a spiritual person.
Yeah, that's true.
And, like, I just, like, because I already told... Oh, that hurt. I already told, Jake.
Huh?
I already told Jake the fact that good people normally don't have affairs.
No?
I'm still a good person.
Well, I'm a good person as well, but I don't have a fear of death. In reality.
Here's an actual quote.
Like, I would be nervous to die. Like, I'd be scared for sure if I were shot in the head, but, you know, seriously though. Like, what's worse to fear than a dead body?
No, here's one
yourself.
Here's one thing that is useless to live. It is useless to live a life if you are afraid of death, because death is always
true.
inevitable.
Right?
No matter what you do,
Look in the zombie apocalypse. Look in the zombie apocalypse. That actually happens. You're gonna have to deal with death.
A lot of it.
Well, more than a lot of it, like all of it.
You're gonna,
see the dead walking.
And you're going to have a very big chance of you dying.
Well, it depends. What do you know, and how do you know what to do?
Like by other people trying to survive, or by the zombies themselves or by your reckless decisions.
We're bailing, squad.
That's true. You gotta have decisions, including hard ones.
You have to have, yeah. Like for example, if you want to kill someone, like if you have to. Like,
If you want to kill somebody, you gotta do something. You gotta see what they are first.
If one of your friends are infected, okay, if they are affected, then
I would pull the trigger immediately.
Yeah, you pull the trigger, no matter what. Alright?
I would be the one to take up the fall on that. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be hard on me, but you know what? It's for the sake of our group, and so that way I don't let them suffer.
And also,
Never thinks about that.
And also, here's my
The fact that an
about,
infected person suffers.
Here's my theory about zombies. Alright, so you know how like, how they die, like, a zombie is a reanimated corpse, right? Well,
Reanimated corpses, yes.
Yeah, with their primal instincts of savages by having the only parts of their brain that are still active to feed and to fight, aka the reason why they, fight.
They eat our flesh.
Yeah, which is why they eat the flesh.
Mission failed.
Not wrong.
I have a theory that because, as I said before, they're reanimated. I would want to become a zombie. Well, not really, because you would have to die and watch your own reanimated corpse. Because Jake doesn't believe it because he's atheist. Don't hate on him for that. You would have to watch your own dead corpse from either heaven or hell, depending on what you do. You have to watch.
Depending what your life was like beforehand.
Yeah. You will.
I mean, I do believe there is good and evil, but when it comes to religion, hell, and heaven, I could say there's only a hell. But there's one reason why, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me. Ever think about the Earth's core, how hot that is? Maybe that's hell right there. We're just not in a spiritual version.
But just in a physical version, physical manifestation.
Just in a physical version, that's a hell.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's just Earth's core. But, there's only two reasons why I say this, is because in reality, the entire heaven-hell thing, and also that actual theory on another world, and even then, it's not real. But there's a reason why I say that, because in reality, we all are believing in the same thing. We just see different points of views of this so-called Jesus.
Yeah, but as I was saying before, when you become a zombie, you die. When you die, your spirit leaves your body. After that,
well, that is true, but as a zombie, you gotta think, maybe there's something that we're missing. What if there's something that we didn't see? Such the infection may keep your soul in there, so there is something left of you.
Well,
but there's not very much.
Well, if that is the case, then if it was like by an evil scientist that wanted to end the world, that will be pretty brutal for the scientist. And if a scientist actually did,
well, the scientist would probably be the first one dead, considering that he created them in his own lab and probably let him loose. Not good.
Yeah, but like, as I said before, when you die, all of your organs start to shut down, such as the stomach, the intestine, the liver,
I do agree.
the heart.
Your entire body shuts down except for your brain, which is what the primary source of your targeting is. So you're right, there are primal instincts to that.
Which everyone was
Which we
born.
do have.
Yes. With evolution, yes, I do believe in both Adam and Eve and religion. I believe that both of them can come together to exist as the same thing.
Well, I mean, like, you'd have to think. We were born from primates, which, I mean, as an atheist, this is what I say. So I would feel like if Adam and Eve were already existing, you gotta remember, they had said a lot of things. They could have been doing anything at the time. Like, I mean, there were unknown things in that world, considering that primates didn't know what they were doing.
One day, a primate could have just thought about
eating a mushroom.
Eating a mushroom, and then...
Well, I mean, like I said, in the time being, there was no known food sources. So in that mix, mushrooms were in that mix that no one really knew. Which is why we get to those mushrooms that give you the high and whatnot.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So it could have been Adam and Eve being high.
yeah,
But then
so-
again, how do we know this if there was no such evidence, such as writing left behind at the time or something like that?
well,
Wouldn't there have to
no
be some kind of
writing-
evidence shown?
There would be no writing shown because at the time there was
Exactly.
no way
At the time, there was no
to-
such physical way of writing. There was no known language. So, is there really an Adam and Eve, or is it just something people made up to explain how this happened?
Well, you guys
Or is it
sound
just
like you're
a
young,
Christian's
but you
way of
talk
saying-
like you're stoned. That's what Baron just said to us.
Well, I'm obviously older, because the fact is, I don't
He's
smoke,
15.
I'm 15. Unless you're older than me, you're definitely not being smart yourself.
And sometimes I just speak
Enemy
like that
SATCOM
because
spotted.
it's very interesting.
Well, I mean, like,
Thank
my
you,
theory
Baron.
would be about how the zombie apocalypse would start, because I feel like, if anything, the zombie apocalypse would be a thing that could actually
SATCOM
start,
link enabled.
due to the fact that our technology is so advanced. So simply creating a vaccine can cause an entire zombie apocalypse, is what I feel like. So our technology turns against us.
Yeah, like for example, you don't know if a vaccine.
Remember the
for
Terminator?
malaria- Yeah.
Remember the Terminator? Yeah, basically technology turning against us.
SATCOM ready.
So what if that's what happens to us
Friendly
eventually?
SATCOM active.
We try to create a vaccine or a cure for a disease that could have been uncurable,
Dog ready.
but it turns out we're actually just killing ourselves.
Like for example, if you make a cure to malaria, then someone could mutate it to where it'll actually harm humans.
Friendly SATCOM active.
And maybe
make-
bring them on life.
Yeah, and like after they die, then
Guard dog killed
They
in action.
reanimated.
yeah, then they get reanimated, having primal instincts and the urge to eat all of the time.
Well, it's not even all of the time, it's just they eat flesh, they eat what they could find. But like I said, in the zombie apocalypse, there's one thing that we gotta remember. What are they? Are they dead? Are they alive? Is there human in them? Is there not?
Well, if
You don't know
there
what you're
was-
killing.
Well, if there was a little bit of human in that, I bet they will
There is still human.
be able to speak. Well, now that I think
Well, they
about it,
can't.
yeah,
They're brain
that's-
dead, remember?
yeah, they're
If
brain
you've ever
dead,
seen
they're
zombie
brain
movies, they're usually
instincts.
brain dead, so there's no existing language left inside of them.
Exactly.
Because their brain is no longer a functional thing. So there's no such functional organs except for literally a digestive system that doesn't even let it come out. Maybe there's something else that we didn't know about this. And people actually have had a theory of the so-called zombie apocalypse. They said that they are testing zombies already.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yep, but
yeah,
I don't know if that's exactly
those
true,
people are
considering the
definitely-
fact that people... Well, I mean, there's a reason why they say that, because there actually is cannibalism.
I mean, yeah, but it's not with the undead, it's with live living
Well,
people.
No, even then, you gotta remember, there are things in our bodies that even we don't even know. They are organisms, and if we also eat a diseased body, it means there could also be anything such as a, let's say, disease that could break down body flesh, aka
the zombies.
tissue.
Yeah.
The zombies. So they're cannibalistic people, in reality. But you know, here's one thing I could say. They can't swim, so there's one thing off the list, because if they're still human, they could still swim. Two, what is left of their minds, if there is something left of their mind, like you said, why wouldn't they be able to speak?
Did you
And
guys
three,
hear about
Why
the...
they are more attracted to sound and smell.
No, I did not hear about
Did you ever think
the
about
guy
that?
in
Because we
Florida.
can't hear from several miles away, correct?
Unless...
No,
Unless-
here's the thing. Unless we have hearing enhanced, we cannot hear things from so far away. Like, a regular rifle can be heard from, let's say, 20 miles?
Yeah.
A zombies is more sensitive. Plus the fact that everybody else would be dead, so it's a lot more quiet. What is the issue there?
The issue there with loud noises would be for the fact that depending on where you live, well, the
Depending on what
gunshot could
section of the
echo.
world that you live, it could echo. But there's another thing you gotta consider. Sound stops eventually, or it gets quieter. A zombie can hear twice more than we can from a distance.
Team
What is the
deathmatch.
distance that they actually hear us from?
What is the distance?
We don't know. So in reality, if I were standing, let's say, up on the mountains, and I were to hear a gunshot, pretty decently close by, I'd have to say someone's in the mountains hunting. But what if there was a person not too far away using the same thing, a sniper rifle, in a distant area, and I didn't hear it? There's something that we're missing. We don't know where they are, but they obviously know where we are.
This is like the best spot to be a sniper in when you're on this map.
Oh, I'm being shot.
First try, nailed it.
It took me like 3 shots to shoot at one guy. Oh, enemies engaging.
Yep, I got wrecked.
We're in the lead.
There are so many of them. But throughout history, there have been many accounts of cannibalism, mostly because of people who are hunger deprived. Someone is with
That's
with another
nutrition.
Yeah, with malnutrition. If you're with another person and then you have malnutrition, then you
You have
can't
malnutrition. There's no other source of food,
and
which
thus-
means that you'd have to be in like a desert.
and
What's the
thus
chances of you
primal
getting stranded in the
instincts-
desert? Well, your primal instinct is to kill the person next to you and eat them, right?
Yes, for food.
Friendly SATCOM.
What about liquid? Like, what about water?
Well, you
I have
can
a solution that you could use for that.
You can drink your own urine, but it can only
That
be
is true.
one
That's what I was
day.
gonna say. But you have to make sure that you have to cook it down a little bit, otherwise it will poison you, more than likely. Because our body is waste getting out of the body, not into the body. So you'd have to at least boil it down for a couple minutes to make sure it gets sterilized.
I was about to say on the east, but then
Yeah, I was gonna say I heard
Already got
gunshots
wrecked.
too. I got a guy. Finally, 1 kill of the day.
oh my god, such a miraculous achievement.
I got the same guy, didn't I?
I think so. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, because I got the first place kill
Does
like
the
twice.
Illuminati exist? I believe
No.
it exists. I do.
There is about 3 reasons why. An Illuminati is just something that, you know, has never been proven to exist.
It's
People
also a
have
meme.
said, oh, it does exist, but it also is a meme. So does it actually exist, or is it just something made up?
Well, the Illuminati was a little bit proven to actually exist as a
Well, that was actually a thing, but it's not even a thing. Not anymore, at least.
Actually, we don't know that.
Well, I mean,
about
if they were
it.
the Illuminati, then rumors would still be spread by the so-called the government.
But
Truth would still be spread from world to world and from area to area. The Illuminati spreads unknown information, aka aliens. So it would have been proved by aliens by now. Ever think about that?
Friendly SATCOM active.
The Illuminati was a mysterious group, correct?
Yes. Mysterious group.
What did they do?
Most likely governed by rich folk. What did they do? Well, they gave out information to those in need. Most of the time, mostly people that were rich and powerful.
Well, that's not one thing that they did. That's one thing that they did. From what I remember, they give unknown information, aka something that's not supposed to be known. What is that?
What do you mean? What
U.S.
Oh,
FBI
yeah.
governmental official information, aka the thing that they said that aliens might not have been proven.
Mhm.
They would have spilt that already. Ever think about that? So the Illuminati, in my opinion, does not exist for that reason. Because if the Illuminati was someone who could actually get rid of our information or give our information to an unknown person, we would have to be able to know that aliens would exist. But we've never had that proof. Wouldn't you have to agree?
Of course, it is.
Enemy far side behind the truck.
Yep, I got it. Get down, get down. There's a
I saw the enemy. I was gonna try and snipe him. He was in a very back part of the map with a sniper rifle as well. I'm pretty sure he's using the same sniper as I am. from what I can hear. Might be a different sniper. I see. I'm gonna try and get the drop on him. I don't think he knows I'm coming.
Maybe. Alright. So yeah, and also, there's a whole lot of evidence to prove that aliens does exist.
Yes, like...
Well, for example, there have been many technological advancements throughout human history. First of all, there was the first age where humans evolved, the Stone Age. The Stone Age was where apes evolved into humans. And from there on, you know, here we are today. There they adapted
Also
to
Egypt. Also Egypt.
Also Egypt.
Remember the hieroglyphics?
Yes, the hieroglyphics.
But here's another thing. The hieroglyphics always stated of gods, sun god, and
Like
death
Ra.
god and stuff like Ra.
SATCOM ready.
Yeah,
The Temple of Ra.
is the sun-
There's
yeah,
no such, there's been evidence and actually rumors that have said, what if Egypt was, what if all of the stuff that was there was because of aliens?
Yes, I have heard of these rumors.
It was something that was, I think discovered, like, was talked about on Discovery Channel, I can't remember. Ow, come on, I see the enemy.
Police have been shot. How were the pyramids built? Well, they were.
How were the pyramids built? Why were they so identical? And why were they all lined up?
And also, how did they get perfectly good stone
How did
blocks?
they get perfectly flat?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
But then
How
again,
did
the
they
temple,
get perfectly
the quote-unquote gods, what if those weren't really gods so much as another
Aliens.
ancient civilization, aka the aliens?
But instead, the Egyptian people thought that they were gods and praised them as gods.
They were considered gods, I'm sure, but they said that one was like a cat, a dog, or something like that. A cat, a dog.
A cat,
And
a
what was the
dog,
last one? A bird.
jackal, and two of them were eagles. Ra and his son Horus. Well, Ra and his brother-
Horus.
Yeah, Ra and Horus. Some of them were also humans,
Well, yeah, some were humans, but
but most of the time they weren't.
they weren't humans, they were mainly gods. So that would mean humans and aliens, or gods as they so called, would have to have a mating. So if some weren't exactly human, then what were they?
And anthropomorphic forms of aliens.
Yep, exactly. It would be either an animal or something else in that nature. Humans, mammals, we're technically human. So are we humans, or are we just another species of animal?
Well,
We're another
we are.
species of animal, in my opinion, considering the fact that
We are.
in reality we are humans.
Yes.
We are animals, because we have the same future. We're warm-blooded, everything.
We're warm-blooded. We are in the class of Mammalia and have a history with primates. Thus,
Yep.
why they're called our closest cousins.
Well, I mean, that's why they were scientifically proven to be us, but
Exactly.
I have a
Well,
feeling
like-
that's not exactly true. Are we really primates? Because, I mean, yes, caveman,
SATCOM uplink enabled.
something that would be proven to be mammal.
Me and my mom's side of the family believes that aliens helped us as well, like me, because you have to think about it. How did humans get the tools for bronze? Because I'm pretty sure that a stone pickaxe can't break stone.
It can. It just takes a long time, and it's not very reliable resource.
See, that proves my point. Many people.
Well, I mean, they used stone, and maybe they discovered this so-called metal.
Yeah, but so many people are like, dude, aliens don't exist and stuff. I'm like, and they just keep saying that aliens have not helped us with human evolution.
Well,
I
why
keep
don't you look at
saying-
us now?
Exactly.
Look at us, we have freaking technology, like, you know,
So much
the
technology.
rail guns that are so-called fake?
which actually
Military has actually made them.
exactly.
How do we know how to make this if there is no such resources or plans to ever know this?
Thus, why they are trying to keep aliens a secret. Thus, why there is Area 51.
Thus, why aliens are an interdimensional species that is unknown to us.
And also, if we really had the resources, to get things like a railgun or like flying car or like hovering cars, which is being tested today.
Report to command for
Actually,
True, and self-driving cars as well.
exactly, self-driving cars. If we actually did have the resources for it, then then we will have the same resources for.
That is true.
Then we have resources for intergalactic travel.
That is true, and they are also saying that we can one day go to Mars. How are we supposed to do that without the true thing?
Exactly, in which one day I know
And
that
what
we
technology
will
do we need this for?
That's the entire thing. The government tries to cover up aliens because in the
They don't want us to know.
Well, no, that's not the thing. In the 1930s, there was a little project. This project was where the government would put this fake alien invasion radio thing to. And at the beginning, it said, "This is just a test. Be warned. This is not real. This is just a test." But people didn't first tune in on it at the very beginning. So then, near the end, that is when people actually heard. There was like, aliens, the aliens are invading. And like, there will be random alien language and like fake, blaster shooting in the background and people screaming. And because
Well,
of that,
that's also
all
something
of
that could be staged, but then again,
it was staged.
there is something that is unknown, because they always say Area 51 doesn't exist, but then when you go to the road, some weird stuff does actually happen. What is the cause?
Exactly, what is the cause?
What are these weird anomalies that happen on that side of the road?
And many people will say that like, oh, this alien UFO video is fake. This alien UFO video is fake. Many of them.
It could be real.
Many of them are actually real. Some of them are fake, but most of them are actually real.
They can be proven to be a real thing.
Exactly.
We're the lead.
Like for example, years ago in the 60s, there was a video about aliens being caught on camera. And also, it's the same with mythical creatures. They say that they don't exist. Well, in China, there was
Unicorns.
yeah, they say that mythical creatures don't exist, like dragons, unicorns, things like that.
Well, I mean,
But
dragons
then,
may not exist, but then we always find these evidence
that
of,
proves
let's say,
otherwise.
bone animals that are winged.
That
What
are,
is this? What is this anomaly?
Like, for example, there was this photo taken by amateur film students in China one day when they found...
Well, China always has something to do with these monsters.
Yeah, when they...
Monsters
when
and
they
mythical
found-
creatures.
When they found a Chinese dragon flying around in the mountains, which is actually where most of their habitats are, because they generally
Mountains or somewhere really hot usually, so
Yeah.
mountains and or deserts.
And then there we go.
Well, I mean, I see your
There's hard-
proven point.
There's hard evidence to prove that it was fake. If it was
That is true.
If it was proven fake, then wow, the CGI must be
Then-
really good for them to be. Then they also must be lying.
Well, I mean, then again, there could also have been somebody laid under the terrain
Literally.
and could have just the terrain. I meant to say it, but it came out weird. So
Right,
the
the
terrain
terrain.
and could have also used a lifelike puppet.
Well,
But that's
a
something that
lifelike-
we need to see, and also wouldn't there need to be an arm moving under there?
Exactly. Like for example, you would have been able to see a string.
A string and or somebody moving under there trying to get
Exactly.
comfortable.
Like for example, the Chinese festivals where the dragon. Forgot what it was called. Like Dragon Parade.
Oh, that's
or
that's
something
a
like that.
Chinese anniversary, isn't it, or something like
Yeah,
that?
it's
Ow.
a Chinese anniversary. That's how you see the dragon, right? That's how they make the dragon. That's how China makes the dragon. But then
Yeah,
look
I've seen
at-
how they make those.
Yeah,
Those are really
if you
neat.
see, if you see the clip, then you can that is
You could
that is
identify.
yeah, you can identify that is obviously not.
Is it
like-
real or is it fake? So
you
you're
can
trying to see
obviously-
truth or fiction.
Yeah, you can obviously tell that it's like you can rule that
Truth.
out. yeah, you can tell that it's truth because because in the Chinese festival where they have the dragon, they will have people under it, and also these little
We've lost the lead.
little
That is
sticks
true.
to move the dragon around.
I
But
can
then
see
that's
your
not
point
what you
there.
see in the photo. Well, I mean in the clip, not the photo. And as I said before, these amateur students must not be amateur students if they were actually able to have such good animation skills.
The
Or
realistic
CGI
giddy,
effects.
the
Exactly.
realistic designs and stuff. That is true. You have a point there. If they're amateur, they wouldn't have been able to do.
It's like amateur is like you're just learning something.
Yeah, exactly. Amateurs with people who have no idea what they're doing.
What?
I have no idea who that is.
Well, I know what's going on with him. Most likely his parents are asleep and he has to be quiet.
Well, I mean, I'm not allowed to stream after like 10:30 for that
But
reason
I'm
as well, is
streaming
because
right
my dad
now,
is always
so.
working. Well, I mean, you're allowed to stream, but now we're. Well, I mean, we're doing a sniper challenge. We're doing a sniper challenge right now on YouTube.
Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yeah, right now I'm using my L115 Magnums.
Satcom
Oh, nice.
uplink enabled.
Okay, I have a video about. Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. I mean, I'm sat here for.
Jesus Christ, why are there so many people just joining in?
I'm friends with
Actually,
Stub.
like, 50% of these people, I have no idea who they are, and I don't even have freaking.
The only person I know who's here is you and Stud Muffin. You
I'm
two are
friends
the
with
only
Stub.
people. I don't know who this other guy is. I have 19.
I have 200 and I think 78 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I could look. My phone's next to me.
And as I said
Usually
before,
Call of Duty. Call of Duty is one of the more popular series on YouTube.
yeah, it's also pretty.
For one-
Also, Call of Duty's pretty.
People
fun.
always say it's Fortnite. Everybody says it's Fortnite. I don't agree with Fortnite.
I don't like
Voice
Fortnite.
crack.
It's ridiculous. Just saying.
So do I. H1Z1's actually more realistic and better.
It is. That's why so many people like H1Z1 more than Fortnite.
Satcom uplink enabled.
So did I until H1Z1 became an existing thing.
Before you,
For me, barely anybody watched my videos, and now people are coming to my parties. Do you still play Fortnite? Do you still have Fortnite? Can you re-download Fortnite? Can you die?
yeah, I've seen. Like, some people will be asking, "Can you die so that we can go in the same game together?"
Can we go play Fortnite together? But first, can you die? No? Can you leave me the frick alone?
Friendly Oracle overhead.
Well, I mean, for me,
Well,
I
you
have
have
maybe
to
two
put-
people who will ever watch, depending.
Well, you have to put the full title in, aka Fortnite Battle Royale.
Fortnite Battle Royale,
Yeah,
blah
that's what
blah
you put
blah.
in the
But for me,
title.
I do like multiplayer. I've done campaign videos on all these games that I have. Every,
I haven't done.
except I think for
I
Infinite
haven't
Warfare.
I haven't done campaign live streams because
I have.
I'm gonna do that.
My main game, Ghosts in World War II. I have like 4 different Call of Duties, but I'm gonna be fine. Usually Black Ops, but I stopped playing Black Ops for one reason. It's getting old. It's getting older now for me. Like it's not getting outdated per se, but it's just I feel like it's getting old. Like for me, I think honestly Overwatch will be a new change for me because that's a fast-paced game.
Stub, can you send me an invite, please?
Well, I'm still gonna try and keep it. I have not very. I mainly play Call of Duty. Yeah, I know, but
He
like
doesn't
I
just
play a variety
Call
of
of Duty.
games.
He mixes it up with H1Z1.
Well, I mean, I have H1Z1 as well. I'm usually just doing shooter games. That's my legacy, is shooter games. Mainly
Same.
Call of Duty though, especially Ghosts,
Like for example,
because I played a lot of these on PC.
one of my newest videos where it's like it was actually shown like me, like, you know, like
I mean, I'm playing the old school game, man.
Squad.
Ghosts.
stuck. Yeah.
Yo,
Ghosts is like
Stud, can you send me an invite, please?
To be honest, I don't get why
Come on,
people
dude.
don't like ghosts. I don't get why people.
Well, I
don't
mean,
like
everyone
Not
says,
too,
oh,
what?
the guns are horrible. Now Black Ops 3 is the thing. Well, you know, Ghosts would still be a thing if people actually played it for once and actually got used to it.
I like the.
I mean, look at me. I
campaign.
played this since PS3, and the controls are so messed up for me.
It's the same thing. Same here.
Well, like, I played this on PS3, which means I have an older system, and it used to be the aim were the, like, one of the weirdest ways that you'd have to aim, which was, like, you use the top triggers instead of the bottom.
I still remember how to. I still remember how to play my. Still remember. I won that. When I first.
Well, I
when
mean, I had a lot of
first
Call of
went-
Duties. I had Black Ops 1, 2 in there. I had MW 2 and 3. I had a lot of those.
Yes. You have Roblox?
Well, I mean, it is an older system, so what did you expect? Like, now
Yeah,
that
but-
thing's getting outdated. Like, there's now an Xbox One, there's frickin'... There's
Xbox
way
One
so
X?
much. The Xbox One S.
What's wrong
Well,
with
Modern
Roblox?
Warfare 3 is on here as well.
I mean, to be honest, I wish they remastered Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2.
I think, honestly, MW2 is my favorite.
What's your favorite part of MW2?
Well, my favorite MW2 scene is when you get to kill Shepard. Because after he killed Ghost, I got so freaking mad.
After he killed Ghost and Roach, I was like, that's it, I'm done. Like, as soon as he shot,
As soon as I see this guy, I'm gonna kill him. Kill this
that's
son of a
like
bitch.
legit what I tried to do. When I first saw Shepard, I was like, oh wow, this dude is actually pretty cool. I like him.
Oh, hey, look, my general's so awesome. Ends
Yeah,
up
he's-
getting murdered by him.
he's an entirely
This son of a
cute-
biscuit is gonna die.
Exactly, like.
No, I don't like that. But I do like the people who are actually in that scene.
Who, like,
I mean, the only reason why is because, you know, I played Call of Duty for so long that eventually you get used to seeing that. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna love this.
yeah, like when it said that, when the warning came up, when the warning
Well, I
first
mean,
came
that's what
up
Infinite
for it,
Warfare did to me. It made it so hard not to cry. They're not good people. Dude, in Infinite Warfare, that was for me. They're just like, oh, let's just get you to touch these characters, and then at the
Oh,
end,
yeah, yeah,
murder
yeah.
them.
That's like the saddest thing. Like the only
And
people.
zombies.
Like, Ethan was my favorite character. Ethan was my favorite character. Guess what they
I
did? They
know,
murdered
yeah, they
him.
killed him.
In cold blood.
That's Ethan.
Ethan. Yeah, that was Ethan.
Yeah,
No,
like,
he did it. He had to.
yeah, when he said
He wasn't
that,
gonna make it anyway.
Yeah, when
he
he
said he
said
was
that-
going to he was telling you to activate self-destruct mode so that way he
and
would
when he, and
finish
when
the
he was
war, and
saying
everyone
that
said do it
entire-
for the mission.
And the entire time he was saying that, I was
So
like,
we had to suffer.
I was
Wait,
just
oh, you're
saying
talking about the
no.
campaign. Oh, I
No.
hated the campaign, bro. Campaign
Like, it was a good
sucked.
campaign. It was a good campaign, but it just wanted me to make me cry.
that's why it was good. Sniper.
I got a guy, I think. Yep, I think I killed him.
There's a dude in
There was
the-
a
in the
turret guy on the
strip club.
side.
They're hiding
Huh?
behind a truck.
The
Omar?
black guy, you mean Omar?
Yeah.
Those guys were awesome.
I missed Omar. When he died,
When he
I
died,
so
that was the
depressed.
sad moment.
Like, he might have been like
Worst
a super
anime
tough
betrayals.
Guy. When he was a super tough guy.
He
like,
was
Oh, he's
Yeah,
gonna
I've
be
seen
one
the
of these
video where it
characters.
was...
He's
Dude,
gonna
there's
be-
actually some games that are so close to making me cry. One of them being The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that one? Like, in the beginning of the game, you instantly, immediately get depression because of it.
Missed. Ow. Run!
We've lost the lead.
You're telling me I'm playing Black Ops, I mean Ghosts, not Black Ops.
To be honest, I can't wait for Black Ops 4 to be released.
Honestly, I didn't want to get Black Ops 4.
Why? I mean,
Well,
I'm gonna
like,
get
there's a
Black-
couple reasons why. There's no campaign, and I would like to see a campaign on it.
I mean, yeah, that is pretty sucky. Crap.
Boy, they're all just sitting at that front area. This needs to stop.
Turn that down a little bit.
We've lost the lead.
I try and shoot someone, I immediately die.
I don't think they realize my YouTube channel.
His is a Dragonfly Master 124.
132.
Yeah,
1324.
Yeah, 1324.
Dude, you need to get my name right.
It's just so confusing.
Come on,
You're
Vinny. You need to get my
gonna-
name right. You
Listen,
gotta remember, we're in the zombie
JP,
mafia. We need to
JP,
do our jobs.
You're gonna start making me say
Here.
you're gonna start making me say the entire numerical
Enemy
order
SATCOM
wrong.
spotted.
You're gonna make me start saying 1324 when it's actually 123.
No, it's 1324. Trust me, Vinny.
132. Stop confusing me. My YouTube,
My YouTube name here. Let me just put it in game chat. I mean the party chat, because it's gonna be so much easier on me. Let me see.
And then
Also, whoever has price on price on one of the things, I love you.
You're his new best friend. Wait, I thought I was your
Depends.
best
Put your same thing in the comments. I mean the thing.
Stud, please join
Or just
me.
comment on one of my videos and I'll subscribe off of there.
Why? We'll run to you.
I'm a brave guy.
You know what I really hate? You know
Huh.
what I really hate
You're at
about
round
Call of Duty
100.
Ghosts?
Dude, invite me, please. What are you gonna invite me?
What I hate about Ghosts is the campaign ending. That's what I hate about
The
Ghosts.
campaign was good in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I just like all Call of Duty Ghost campaigns, but just like the ending is just like, what happened to Logan?
It's messed.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right?
messed up,
And actually there has been rumors that they're gonna make another one of these.
but doesn't
So,
look
because they
like
said it even felt unfinished to them.
Yeah, but I don't
So-
see a new Call of Duty Ghost going up. But like, what happened to Logan? Did they torture them like they did with Rourke?
Rourke, yeah, Rourke. You don't know.
And also, how did that
We may
guy
never know
survive?
until Call of Duty Ghosts does actually. I don't know. I mean, that was my question as well. How did this guy survive? I mean, we freaking blew up a train, wasn't it?
Yeah, you blew up the. You
We blew
shot
off the
tr-
tracks, and
you
somehow
blew
he
off
managed
the
to get
tracks,
behind us before
it
we.
went into the
Like somehow he
ocean.
got to the surface before we did. How did he do that in lightning speed before we even got back up? Did he take another alternate route, or?
We're in the lead.
Well, I mean, I stream on a lot of different games. Like, there's at least 10 different games I'll stream on a day.
The first
But Call of Duty is
stream-
my main one. Shooters are my main
The
ones.
first stream that I did today that I did ever in my entire YouTube career was Star Wars Infinite. I mean, not Star Wars. I meant Call of Duty.
You know what's funny?
Infinite Warfare.
My first videos ever were actually nowhere near in the Call of Duty category yet.
Really? What was it in?
My first ever video was like drawing videos, Pokemon videos.
Oh, I know what.
So a lot of things
I
that
have a
people wouldn't really
friend-
ever watch.
I have a. Oh crap.
But I have like tons of Pokemon. I have tons of
have
Pokemon.
a-
Some people actually come to my streams. When are you gonna show us Pokemon, or can you tell me? Can you do a Pokemon impression? Because I do voice impressions now, I guess.
Yeah, I remember. You do it sometimes.
That's him. No, you've heard my voice impressions,
Yes, I have.
Alien.
He does it pretty good. Except
I
when
do
it
Rick
goes,
and Morty and stuff.
Except when it goes to Team Fortress 2. There he needs a little bit more practice.
Hey Doc, I'm dying here.
Hey Doc, I'm
My
dying
mama
here.
did it.
Come on, man.
Come
Go,
on,
go,
man.
go.
You're not doing that one right. That one I can tell you, that was not
Pokemon
right.
Impression? Alright, I'll do a Pokemon impression. Pikachu.
His should be able to. I mean,
SATCOM spotted.
Pika. Pikachu. That's like the only one that I know. Yes, we do.
We're getting on the rooftop right now, and enemy. Let's kill. Got him.
Alright, there we go. No one's over here. And
Oh,
the
someone
gas
blew up the gas
just
station.
collapsed, which is
Yeah, if you actually put, there's some things in the map that if you put detonation near, like the gas station, you can actually do that.
To be honest, I'm
Well,
pretty
I'm not
sure
streaming.
I'm pretty sure that Call of Duty Ghosts is the first Call of Duty game with levelation, aka the walls on this map and the gas station.
Well, I mean, if you, I commented on a stream. I was one of the first ones to comment. So if you want, just go into a stream, look at the top comment. That should be mine.
Yeah, it is. It is yours. He's
That's
the
my
one,
channel right there.
Yeah. Go subscribe.
I'm the one who
He's
joined
actually,
like 30 seconds before I even got to see him.
Yeah,
I actually had to look up a
seriously-
channel, and I was trying to remember.
Seriously though, go subscribe to him. He's actually a pretty dank guy. He's pretty dank.
Dude, I have an iPhone 5.
I have a Samsung. Fight me.
Why are you using an iPod?
Wait, where are you?
Well, I mean, that was with my phone as well, but it was my mom's. And I mean, I also got an LG as well. Both of them have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, but
Although
like,
the other one's like my
Stud.
secondary YouTube channel just for in case.
We've lost the lead.
yeah, but like,
Stud,
I
send me an
remember
invite when you're ready for me to join.
which person you talking to, me or him?
Stud
Enemy
muffin.
SATCOM spotted.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I mean, all I ever do is do humorous things, so just be super gay. I got super sparkly glitter glue at my house.
Oh my God.
You want to bedazzle, Becky? I mean, we could totally go bedazzle somebody.
Let's go bedazzle. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go bedazzle our revolvers.
Yeah, let's go.
Also, I don't know if we got this yet.
What? Huh? What? Who? Where?
Nope,
Huh?
okay, yep, we got it.
You know my
Just
favorite.
The center of the map,
Just
the care
invite
package.
me when you're ready.
You know what my favorite part of Call of Duty Ghosts is? Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer.
The guns.
No, the chem strikes.
The what?
Chem strikes.
Oh,
The
you're
nukes.
right. Dude, there was a time that I actually did get that right off the bat. And that's when Oh, dude, did I tell you about the time that I actually would... Like, I joined a game late, right?
Mhm.
And, we were playing. So as we were doing it, we kind of, I managed to use this sniper, the one that I have today,
Mhm.
and, like, get more kills than the entire team using automatics. Like, my entire team was using automatics. I was the only person actually using a sniper. Did better than the entire frickin' team. In first place I was.
Time's almost up.
Yeah, but like as I said before, the chem strike. I like the chem strikes because of how creative they can all be.
That is true. They are called different things. Like, there's the deatomizer strike in, Infinite Warfare.
No, it's the
Deatomizer, atomizer. Either way, it's a deatomizer because atoms. We're made out of atoms, but it's our DNA that's being stripped.
And that's why I think Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is actually a pretty cool game.
Mission accomplished.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why I think it's cool. It's just because it's got some realistic weapons. Old weapons
You know, like the spaz.
such as the spas. What is it?
The ump.
Oh, Dad, they have the M1 Grand in there. The
the
McTav, the
yeah.
TF141 MW2 weapon right there. Loved that weapon in MW2 when it was a thing. Although now it doesn't exist for me. No, the TF141 in MW2 was the god weapon of that game.
It was.
Like,
it's
I
pretty
would know
powerful.
because I had it. It was the most powerful weapon that you could get. That was the weapon that if you got that, everybody would want to kill you.
Yeah, but like I said,
There was
like,
no way that you would not. The
the reason-
TF141 in in Infinite Warfare or MW2.
like the
That
reason,
weapon was the god weapon of that game.
The
I
reason
loved
why
that
I
weapon and I
like-
still want to get it.
Guys, the reason why I like the chem strikes is because like there's on the DLC map, the chem strike would be
Go on the game chat.
no, I don't want to.
No, screw you, bro.
No one likes game chat. No one goes to game chat.
Well, I mean, I don't like game chat in
My
general, though.
friend just posted
Like,
a
I
video
could go
called
in there and
Water.
do a stream. Water.
Yes, and he's literally
Well, like,
doing it.
when I go into game chat for a stream, it's usually voice trolling, which, then again, I also have to take breaks for. It doesn't sound better in game chat. When you go into a game chat, you're literally just listening to crappier audio than you do in a party.
Exactly.
Before the dawn of time, there was a cube. The Rubik's Cube.
I watched this Aiden Projects video before. Oh wow, I only see my dead body.
Did somebody die immediately?
Yeah, that was me.
How'd you die? Oh god, what in the
That was the
world was that?
helicopter. Sally would rip me.
Dude,
nice.
if you were to play zombies with me, it would be really hard for me to die. Like, I could use a sniper and have no freaking problem.
Yeah, that's actually true.
No, in zombies it's not, but in general, if you're good with a sniper, like there's two snipers that I will keep, Pack-a-Punch, and use.
That's
Well,
the
no,
same thing.
in reality, in zombies it would be effective, but like in Call of Duty zombies, they get stronger, so the further you are, the more damage it would require.
Yeah, I was watching
And
this
then
video.
again, you know, for me, I used a lever action and a freaking what was it? What was the other gun that I used? The Type 38.
Yes.
And those are my two god snipers in World War II. If you give me those, there's no guarantee of their survival. My favorite thing is those two weapons. Like in real life, I'd like a lever action, which my dad did have one, but he gave it to my papa for home defense.
Yeah, like.
I mean, honestly, I think there's a gun that I would truly enjoy is probably a bolt action rifle. I mean, we do have a bolt action, but it hurts. Is it advanced or infinite? Because the one in infinite that I know of is a break action.
The truck 15?
Trek. Yeah, it's a weapon. I have it. I have a variant for it. It's a
Oh, I
nuke
said
though.
truck.
Stud
I have a couple
muffin.
nuke variant weapons. I don't know anything about
Stud
advanced because I bought that for Xbox One and immediately hated it.
What's wrong with that? Did you play
Advanced
the
is not
campaign?
as. I played all of it. It's not good.
I like it.
I didn't like it, but I had a reason not to like it.
Yeah, I
Well,
like
if
it.
it's still a talk about topic, well then there's a reason why. But for me, there was no talk about it. It's just a game, just like Black Ops and Infinite Warfare.
I like Advanced Warfare because of the fact that it's futuristic. I like futuristic.
Well, same thing as Black Ops, Infinite Warfare. It's the same thing.
I know.
I'm ready.
I have World War II and Black Ops 3, and I'm Prestige 6 in Zombies on Black Ops, Prestige 2 in World War II.
I'm Prestige Master in multiplayer in World War II.
You guys are having
Yeah,
a
and
lot of-
multiplayer. We're talking about the zombies. In IW, I deleted that. I did have it though. But there's a reason why. It's because
I'm only Prestige
too many
1
updates on
zombies.
games and what else? I'm planning on buying a new game, which is you already know what it is.
You know what the? You guys know what the weirdest thing that I sometimes like
Does
to
it not
do?
for what?
They're not gonna pass.
Yeah, they say that.
Hacker, listen, if they're a hack, well, if they're
Stud.
script kiddies,
Stud, I got a 1-day deal, and I got the season pass for $5. It was
Guys.
a 1-day deal.
I got
Guys, if
$20
there's a-
for Ghosts.
ow, ow. How am I alive? Yeah, like
I don't know.
because in
Did
this
you hear me,
game-
Stud?
Because
Stud, did
barely
you hear me?
anyone plays this game anymore. Like,
Yeah.
because barely anyone plays this game, if there was a script kiddie on a server that you're in, Call of Duty will say, nah, I'm sorry, you don't get anything.
I have friends that have like millions of subs. One of them is actually a girl that I know of.
What's her name?
Gamer girl. You wouldn't know her, I
Oh,
don't
I
think,
know
but
her.
I know her.
I know her. I know who she is. She's the one that does the Call of Duty World War II grinds, isn't she? That one?
She does Easter eggs with UK Gamer.
Okay, never mind. I was thinking about this girl that would always
I don't know, she has a
do-
bunch though. I remember streaming with her once.
Yeah,
She's
I
really
remember-
nice.
I remember wanting to watch the Call of Duty World War II live streams before I fell asleep.
World War II, she does Black Ops 3 as well.
Crap.
Well, I mean, I have 276, so I wouldn't really know.
The only popular people that I know, the only popular person that
Well, I mean, I
like,
played all these games before.
the only popular YouTuber
I own
that I'm
them.
friends with right now is you.
I played with a couple different famous people. I played with UK Gamer, Gamer Girl.
Okay, you get all
Who
these
else have I played
friends.
with? I played with a couple different friends. I even know a YouTuber that actually is on here, but I've never seen him in like a game with me before.
Why do you get all these cool people?
I don't know. I just know a lot of people in the hood here, in the hood of YouTube.
Oh, you're lucky.
Careful being. Oh, see him.
You're lucky you at least have friends that are popular. You're like the only person that I know that has like hundreds of subscribers that I'm friends with is you.
Actually, you can do that now.
Yeah, I can. I just don't have a PayPal account because I'm 12 or whatever.
Nor do I, as I do the same thing, and
Yeah,
plus
'cause,
that
like-
money would go towards better equipment and maybe an extensive storage. Because right now, the most storage I can have is like what I have right now. Like, I can't do any of it.
Like if I have to get an all new PlayStation 4, I'd be very pissed. Shot. Ow. Enemy sniper, enemy sniper.
Well, I mean, for me, I would need an extensive storage, but it would need to be for PlayStation. No, they do. Where I live,
Jake,
it's
be
like
careful,
$100
there's a
to buy
sniper around here.
one.
There's an enemy sniper around
Yep,
here.
I know. I live in Colorado.
California.
Clinton, Iowa.
Enemy SATCOM spotted.
So all of us, the closest person that I live to is Jake, because he lives in Colorado.
Got the guy.
I live in California. Yes.
No,
we
we're
are.
not going through. They're
I
going through a
am.
job. I'm not.
Which really sucks. I have to save so much water. You have no idea how long this drought has been, do you? In Cali, the drought has been going on since like what, the 60s? First, we
Droughts are
killed
crazy long, depending on how bad the situation could be.
something known as California. Like as long as I've been alive, which has been for 12 years, then like, you know. Where are you? Where do you live in? Arizona or something?
Why?
It's because we
Well,
don't
no,
have.
in Cali, they live near beaches, so they
We
shouldn't have an
barely
issue
ha-
with that.
No, we barely have water.
No, the beaches have nothing to do with it, otherwise that would just lower the levels of the sea.
Exactly.
And that's nearly impossible unless
smart- we're
people did
smarter
actually do that.
And we're smarter to do that. We're smarter. But like, the reason why
I want to
us
live in a different area.
The reason why us Californian peoples, the reason why we waste a whole lot of water is because we barely get water over here in California ourselves. Luckily, because
So
I guess-
water is scarce, basically.
Yes, water is very scarce. Like where I live right now, there's nothing but desert. Most of
Hey guys,
California
it's Scarce
is a
here.
desert.
Time's almost up.
Like literally most of California is a desert. I've gone through so much desert when I lived in California. When I have lived in California. In fact, when I have even visited family and friends over here in California, when I lived in Tennessee, that was even worse. I had to drive through the big, like one of the biggest deserts in the world, in all of America.
Active.
Oh, it's a draw.
Deadlock.
Hey, match bonus, 1987.
Well, I mean, for me, I have, like I said, 220, like, a lot. And people come to my streams and like, hey, can you give me a shout out? I always look at their channel before I do. And as soon as I do, usually they have like, it could be anywhere from like 20 to like 5 subs.
I'm never petty with him and ask for a sub. I never ask Jake for like, hey, can you shout me out? Exactly.
Well, no, not for me. I usually don't do that. Yeah. Okay, dude. By the end of next game, I should have enough for a Juggernaut, which means I get that minigun
Alright.
via care package.
Interesting.
You're saying interesting. That's something that we need. Is that minigun, dude?
I know.
Trust me.
Well,
The minigun is something that will save our
Let me check what
lives.
time it is right now.
Hey, if you don't mind. Let's see. For me, it is. Let's see. What time is it? It is 12:19 for me, and somehow I have a headache. I blame all my younger friends.
You know what's weird? My headache went away.
Well, like, I have a headache because I have several very small, annoying friends.
I wonder who. I'm not gonna mention anyone that has their name begin with B, or just anything else. I'm like, how about no? Can you like
Right?
not,
I do that. Nobody lets
Can you,
me
like-
even walk out.
Can you like not screech in my ears, please? That'll be awesome. I have 19.
I
Thank you,
already
guys.
subbed, so you're all good on me. Oh, 6. I don't post though, so.
Yeah, I'm like the third I'm the third most popular out of all 4 of us.
Did you sub to me, Stud?
I'm probably the first popular,
Yes,
depending.
you are, because you have like 200 peoples.
276. Yeah, I guess so.
Do you know what a milestone is in your YouTube career?
No.
Your first copyright strike. Because
Well, I mean,
it's one of them, because when you have your first copyright strike, you're noticed by YouTube. You're noticed. And when you get noticed, you get people.
I've had like 3 copy strikes, probably. I don't know. I haven't looked at
copyright
emails.
strikes on one video.
Yeah, I've had a couple different copy strikes because people are idiots and play music. And I hate those people. Usually I try and slap them, but I don't want to.
The reason why I had 3, dude, when are we gonna find a game? Jake.
Huh?
When are we gonna find a game? Like, are you getting stuff ready or something?
Yeah.
Alright. Just make sure.
Well, I mean, for me, it was copyright due to the fact that somebody else was stupid and plays music. That's about the only time that that happens.
Like, the only reason why I got copyright strikes was because of the, like, I told Jake about this before, but, like, the only time, like, I got 3 copy strikes on one video for one thing. I was doing a live stream on Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it was the music.
Right?
The music got me the copyright strikes. 3 copyright strikes because I played 3 different maps. Yes, I can.
Well, yeah, but it has to be, like, non-copyrighted music usually.
Exactly, but it's like a live stream. Why would I
Which
do
could be,
that?
like, fan-made music or something.
Like, for example, the Venturian, or if you credit the person that did the music.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, no, in general, it's not supposed to be a real song. Because I know people who use, like, Alan Walker and stuff in some of their videos. Like, but they're remixes, usually. Is what I notice. It's like Alan Walker and a couple different other ones.
And also, you know what else is a big milestone in a YouTube career?
Huh.
Well, I have 2. Number 1, doing your first collab, aka what I told Jake when I did my first collab with him.
That's
It's
true.
actually pretty cool. And B, when you have a YouTuber friend that's like you. Well, actually, C, you have a YouTuber friend that's popular.
That's true.
It's like, you know, you actually have like a whole lot. You can like get a whole lot of subscribers from that person, like, you know, shouting you out and stuff. But of course, I'm
Yeah.
not. As I said before, I'm not one to ask for shout-outs or anything. I just do my own thing. Like, if someone else is doing a stream, I'd shout out my own channel on their own stream, because
I usually stop at around 10:30 because my parents get really PO'd when I don't.
mostly because
Well, the reason why is because I'm not allowed to stream. Cats, quit being stupid. I'll make you stupid by kicking you in the head.
I'm hearing a fan right now.
No, I'm not allowed to stream until morning. And I get up bright and early, depending. Because, I mean, for me, can be asleep until noon or longer.
Most of the time, I like to sleep until noon.
I try and sleep until noon. Usually I get annoyed by the knocks of doors and stuff.
But like, the reason why I like to sleep until noon is because I mostly stay up really late. And so
Same
I'm, like,
here. I sleep until I'll be up until maybe midnight, maybe more.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to actually stay up till midnight, yeah, you'll know.
Like if
I get drunk sounding.
Like if I wait, yeah, it's the same thing with me. Like legit, I actually.
Because I'm not allowed to, it's past 10:30. Right now it is 12:25.
Well, for me it's 11:30 something.
No, I don't. I don't have to get off until I want to. I got 2 months.
Same
Stud
here.
Muffin, I just started a live stream.
Same here.
You know, he's live streaming. I'm not allowed to because my dad always is complaining that I stream for too long, and and it annoys him because he's. Well, I mean, I stream because I do it always, and that's why I have so many subs and also very weird
You're
humor.
a stud. You're stud. Yeah.
I like friends
Not
with.
I mean, I do. I'm gonna get a PC soon as well.
I like people with weird humor. I like people with weird humor. They're pretty cool. Cause like.
Well, I mean, my
people-
dad is going to buy it for me,
It's
and
like-
I'm just sitting here thinking, what game should I get for it when I actually have it?
and
More than
that's-
likely, Minecraft is one of those answers because then I could actually do servers.
His own servers. Where's that
Well, like,
in the
I wanted to
background
do
that I'm hearing?
Hypixel for the longest time, but I couldn't do that.
SATCOM spotted.
Like, even Xbox freaking One had something like that where you could go on Hypixel, but it wasn't like the actual Hypixel.
Yo, stud, could I join your match so I could go to bed by PS4 on?
Dude, you know what's unfortunate?
Why?
What?
I have friends who always want to play with me,
Like me?
and I never get peace.
I can never
What
go
round
what?
are you on?
So
102?
102?
I could just
Ow.
stand right next to you and it wouldn't take that long.
Enemy care package
It takes
incoming.
longer if you're sitting next to him because he also has another person to deal with. I would know, because
Oh.
I've actually played zombies with teammates. Anybody follows me, I usually have to run for all of your life.
It's pretty much the worst thing ever. Ah,
Well,
sniper.
like, there's a
Sniper across the
reason
map.
why I don't like my teammates when I'm playing zombies, is because, you know, I actually have good weapons, and that could get me killed if there's another person that I have to deal with. That's usually how I think of it. Get a care package. No, dude, my care package! My care
Oh,
package!
you know I got you. Ah, stupid chairs.
Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! It's an IMS!
Me?
Oh, what the?
Oh, I'm gonna do Black Ops Ghosts, yeah.
Oh, I see what you're doing,
Me?
dude. I'm going to do.
I can do one.
I'm gonna do.
I'm not gonna
Black
do one
Ops.
at this current moment, but I'm
Yeah.
going to probably.
I'm gonna. No.
I already have Black
why
Ops.
would
Oh
you
wait, no,
get-
Black Ops 4? No, I don't. I'm not buying that, dude.
Why would you? Why would you get it right now? It's $60.
Well, like, I'm not gonna get it for two reasons. I don't know if there's never gonna be a campaign on it. Yeah, I know, they've announced it.
You make your own campaign.
Well, we can't. We can't make our own campaign.
There's
I mean, we can make a parody for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Crap, missed.
But then again, we'd also have to travel for different maps, which means we have to include it if it's a live thing.
Unless, if... No, yeah, that's true.
And I'm also wondering, why are LMGs able to have suppressors? Because in reality, they're not allowed to.
Why are they allowed to have suppressors?
No, it's not that they're big, is that in reality, if an
used-
LMG had a suppressor, it would burn through it. Like, legit burn. Not sarcasm, it will actually melt it. Well, one, they shoot too fast, and it also depends. Because it can also mess up aim. Yeah, exactly. Bullet size, caliber. Come on, I just frickin' spawned, and I get murdered.
Enemy
Oh,
SATCOM
one of these
spotted.
guys, huh? Using the riot shield and the juggernaut perk, huh? Alright.
AKA, your gamer, your, I think he means the screen that you'll see the pic, so the, what's it called? The, thumbnail.
Yes.
You gotta make them. It's editing. Usually you have to be able to put that into your channel. No, it's not an app thing. You need a PC for it. Usually is the best idea. Switch
It's
YouTube
the-
accounts.
It's also the
You can't switch
only-
accounts during broadcasting times.
Crap. Ow, that hurt. It's also like the only time. No, he doesn't.
Nope.
He goes on, cause he uses PlayStation 4. You can't do that
I use PS4. I'm not gonna be able to do that.
unless you unless you make the live stream. At least like when you upload it.
Well, they do have a They do have a PC. They just don't ever say, "Oh, I'm on PC as well." That's usually if, like, you know how other streamers, when they have like a computer or something next to them, that's because they're playing on a console. They're like, okay, I'm playing on a controller. They either have it customly fit for their hands, and also so that way they can play it on there, and or there is another reason for that.
That's cool.
Enemy SATCOM spotted.
I'm gonna no scoops it. Crap, never mind. No, I'm not.
Trying to shoot me, punk? Ow.
What kind of
Maverick?
username is... Oh wow. Did I just see Maverick? Wait.
Okay.
like the person's skin was maverick?
Adios.
Where you going, bro?
No, as in the gun, this sniper rifle.
It was just when you said.
Wait, I see the guy. I saw where he was shooting from.
Where's he shooting?
Let's see, I'm gonna try and see if I can hit him from here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to
Yes,
from this
crap.
weird angle.
I just died. Never mind.
Yep, that's exactly where he's shooting from.
We lost the
Yes?
Just call him Jake.
Whenever I feel like it. I mean, I'm gonna go to bed probably at around maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. Because right now it is 12:33, so if I want to, I can go play some H1Z1.
Even though my dad wants me to like wake up early in the morning, because
I'll be on for a while, trust me.
Jesus Christ, I can't move.
Give me the ability to stay up long, I will stay up long.
I always have.
And trust me, I have 2 months of that.
That's why summer exists. And why so many people like summer. Aside from, well, I mean, my favorite.
Got him,
my favorite
finally.
season
He's
is
dead.
Alright, that's good. My favorite season.
No, he's dead, I got him.
I see what you're doing.
They're behind,
Crap,
be careful.
missed. Alright, ambush from behind, dude. I see. I'm gonna get the helicopter.
Crap, they have an open area up there. This is D4.
Oh, hurry up, call him battle line, we need it. Oh no. Another trucker.
Enemy killed.
We lost.
Enemy KIA.
Oh crap!
Unless we get that crazy luck boy.
We're lost right now. We're trapped. We can't move anywhere. That hind has got us pinned.
Of course, it's because we're all over here.
They
Huh?
they used a pincher maneuver on us. I mean, like, if you stay AFK in the party, one of us might, like, he might kick you.
I mean, usually I leave when I'm going to bed because I have no freaking patience to listen to people, and I don't sleep on my couch, which is literally right here.
Why do you sleep on
Yo,
your
dude,
couch?
do you wanna play H1Z1 or something?
Well, I am gonna have to end the stream.
Well, I mean, it's just more realistic, which is why I like it. And then tomorrow I got to get that Juggernaut, which is 1 point away.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's play some H1Z1. But before we go,
Well, like, I like battle royales for a reason.
before we go, I would like to say that is all, folks, for this live stream. Expect one tomorrow. Just expect one.
Well, you could do the same thing in H1Z1.
So, like,
Oh, my
maybe an
butthole
H1Z1
hurts.
What?
My butt hurts. What would
I
you
thought
rather
you
me
said-
say, my anus?
Yes.
Ah, hi cat. Yeah, you're a fluffy one. I love you.
But like, still, this is the end of the video. The sniper challenge is pretty cool.
We're gonna do it again tomorrow,
Leave a big
dude.
like down below. Subscribe. Turn on the bell notification while you're doing it down there. Share the YouTube channel with your friends.
Yeah, I
to,
mean,
you
it's
know,
harder to find it.
make it grow. And then, well, there's going to be an H1Z1 stream tomorrow.
I think I might later
Anyways,
tonight do something.
That's like,
I'm not sure.
that's
Well,
that's
never
about
mind.
all. So, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.